Hello Geminis, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Geminis this week? Okay, Nine of Cups firstly. Then you had the Four of Swords, the Tower card, and the Five of Cups. So firstly, the Nine of Cups is a very, very positive card to have because it symbolizes emotional contentment and being happy within yourself, being happy with who you are, how you feel, just being very happy and not needing anything or anyone to make you feel that way. Almost like drunk on life in a way, but without drinking, if that makes sense. You're not actually drunk, but you're drunk on life, just happy to be here is the energy. So it's really nice, and I'm going to clarify all these cards and get more in depth as to why you're feeling that way maybe. But Four of Swords is healing. Four of Swords symbolizes kind of hibernation sometimes. You could have found yourself reclusing from the world a little bit, or you'll find yourself that way this week, trying to just heal and work on yourself. And it's weird because you're getting it right next to the Nine of Cups, which seems to be a very healed, very happy card, but there could just be still something you're figuring out, whilst you're also very happy to be here, but there's also something you're working on, something you still, there's always something, right? Nothing's ever perfect, so whatever it is, you're still paying attention to looking after it instead of ignoring it and letting it get bigger and letting it fester. You're really making sure you heal something. It feels something very tiny, something little, before it gets out of control, before it gets bigger. You also have the Tower card, so there's some type of transformation that you're not expecting this week. And I don't know why I'm getting it's into someone else's relationship around you, so it could be your friend or your brother or sister or something, but there's someone around you that I'm just getting there's going to be a very quick change in your environment in some way that you're not planning for, you don't see coming. Then you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is grief sometimes. Could also be disappointment or sadness in some way. So you're getting a full range of emotions this week. You're being extremely happy with the Nine of Cups, extremely content, I should say. Then Four of Cups, healing something. Four of Swords, healing something, I should say. Tower card is something, ooh, didn't expect that, didn't see that coming. And then Five of Cups, something's gonna make you a little bit, the Five of Cups, to put it bluntly, can sometimes be looking at things glass half empty. So this could just be a heads up, because we all do it. We're not all optimistic and happy and positive all the time. And this week you could find yourself leaning more towards the side of seeing things as glass half empty instead of glass half full as you usually would. There's something where you're going to be a bit, you might find yourself being a little bit negative and then kind of shake it off very quickly. Like, oh, that's negative. I'm ignoring all the positive things right now. Like, we all do it though. So I'm not obviously coming for you, but I'm just pre-warning you, you might find yourself in a less optimistic state of mind. Page of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Cups. There is something you're very skilled, talented, or gifted at. There's something you have a knack for that is going to bring you a lot of like pride. It's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and make you very proud of yourself. And some of you, it's not even a natural talent or skill, it's genuinely you've built it from the ground up. You could have been very bad at something and you were like, no, I want to be good at this, because it just seems as if there's a lot of pride attached to it, of you wanting to kind of show what you can do or show what you have accomplished, and then being very, very happy with yourself. Clarifying the Four of Swords, you have the Fool card. So you also are healing, some of you are healing your, could be a fear of trying new things, a fear of starting a new journey, or it's almost like some of you want to be, you want things planned, and you want things to be very much like planned down to the last dot of the I. You want everything. So you want to know everything that's coming, you want everything to be scheduled perfectly, And with the Four of Swords, I feel like this week there's going to be some type of healing experience where you're very spontaneous out of the blue, and you could shock yourself or you could shock others, and that might be why the Tower's coming in. Because with the Fool card, there's a new journey you're about to go on, and it's quite big. There's something new and big and exciting that you're going to do, and it's healing. It's healing parts of you maybe that want to know everything that's coming, and you want to be able to predict the future. Haha, funny, get it? You're watching a tarot reading. But there is something where you want to have everything scheduled and planned, and you're now going to enter something and start something where you don't really know what's going to come, and you don't know what's coming of it, but you have to see it through, and it's going to be healing for you to be on the other side of your comfort zone. Clarifying the Tower card for you, you have the Page of Cups. So the Tower card, I said, oh, surprise, and as I said it, I was like, well, that's also kind of like the Page of Cups. That's also your other card in the tarot that symbolizes a surprise or something popping out of the blue that you don't see coming. So that's funny that you're having that clarify the Tower. There's a big shock, a big thing happening that you're not anticipating, but it's also a happy surprise with the Page of Cups, which is really nice to see, because sometimes people get freaked out by the Tower, but having the Page of Cups clarify it means it's actually a really big happy surprise. It's really big. It's not a bad thing, it's just something you're not seeing, it's something you're not anticipating. I think that's exciting. Don't be scared of the unexpected, don't be scared of the unplanned, because I feel like there's something exciting about not knowing what's coming next, and you're going to be very, very, it's a happy surprise. And that makes sense now as to why you've got the Nine of Cups here, and the Tower, and all the positive cards, because it is a positive Tower somehow. Clarifying, now we do have a negative card though. Everything can't be all sunshine and roses, but I'm going to see why the Five of Cups is here. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Some of you, there's a conversation you have to have. That's the Five of Cups. And you're looking at it like, oh god, this is going to go very badly. There's some type of truth you need to speak, or something you need to be honest about, or you feel like you have to say. It's coming from you though, and it's coming very, very authentically. I feel like it's very attractive when you can be your most raw and real self, and there's something where that's what you're being called to do, is to say your truth, speak your piece, and do it in your most authentic way. Just to repeat myself, just in your most yourself way, being yourself. And there's something with the Five of Cups where you're like, oh my god, am I going to regret it? There could be something where you've been honest, or tried to start a conversation in the past and it's not been received well, because there's something here. This feels more as if you might be more disappointed that you didn't say it sooner, is what this feels like. Disappointed that you didn't word it right the first time, or that you hadn't said it the first time, because there's something that's, when you've got all these good cards here, there's only a tiny minor arcana of the Five of Cups that is saying, oh, there's a little bit of regret. And it feels like regret, sadness, grief around not communicating something, or not saying what you wanted to say, and not speaking your piece when you could have in the past, because you're going to realize, oh, actually I am capable, and I am strong enough, and I'm smart enough to say what I want to say when I want to say it, no matter who I'm around, who I'm in front of, what they think of me. I am capable of being honest and truthful and speaking my piece, no matter how it's received from others. There's something where you're just going to regret not doing it sooner. I feel it's going to be a relief, it's going to be a release, and then you're going to go, oh, why didn't I just do that sooner? What was I worried about? And that's the regret, is not saying it sooner, not doing it when you could have in the past. But the truth is, it was meant to happen now. There's a real honest thing with the Ace of Swords. This is also like a really, for me as a reader, this is like, yes, Christy, you're saying the right things, you're doing the right things, you're speaking very clearly, or that the message is being received and you guys are understanding it in the way you're supposed to understand it. So hopefully that made sense. I'm gonna wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.